somebody not being hot as they was, or somebody not performing. Somebody not being hot as they was, or somebody not performing.
Let's get mom here. Okay, let's see. Let's get mom here. Okay, let's see. I will need my glasses. Yeah. Mom is putting on her glasses.
No, we call those, right?
I'm sorry. What did you call those?
Glasses, because I used to wear glasses. I still wear them.
Yeah.
We used to call them cheaters.
Cheaters.
The idea was, yeah, you have more eyes than I do. Cheating.
But I would have so much less without it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, mom with glasses, she's a monster. I mean, she's. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. Not these days. I don't know. Okay, I will try. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I will come here. Okay, so you will go. You'll go here. Mom, I'm giving you my moral support.
Uh-oh. Hey.
Hey, Key.
How are you?
What's up?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yesterday,
You're fine.
I went to do my hair, my interview, I'm not vini, and then the sorti.
Oh no.
So I was so upset because I'm not going to win.
That's crazy.
Yeah, et puis quand il y a galère dans la machine à laver, il y a galère en cours. Because I'm starting to be, I was talking to my mom, we are going to capitalize on my friend. I feel like I'm about to have a cold.
Wow.
My nose is running, but I'm trying to kill it
Right. Before it takes over your life.
Yeah, we really do one zinc, one for cold, and one zinc now getting water.
Like a natural remedy store or something?
Uh,
A natural remedy store?
yeah, it's natural. When you fell ingredients. So
That's good.
yeah.
Is that in Dedham? Is that store in Dedham?
No, zinc.
Oh yeah. So where are you buying it from?
Oh, I buy online.
Okay.
But you can also find that at Whole Foods.
Whole Foods.
Only to Amazon too, but I buy it directly from her.
Okay.
Yeah, she has a lot of like natural remedies.
Nice.
Yeah, she uses as much as she can, like natural stuff.
That's that's good stuff.
How was the trip?
The trip was wonderful, honestly. I don't regret going. It was a long flight. 17 hours is not easy. Cause I had to stretch. My body was aching, but it was a beautiful trip.
17 hours?
17, yeah.
What?
I know.
That's a long time.
It is a long time. It felt like I slept up there for like so long. My bad about the noise. I'm putting a bookshelf at my house. I've been building that stuff for like 2-3 days now, and I want to see it. I want to see it towards the end. So
Okay.
yeah, it's a little library that I'm building. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Wedding was wonderful. My friend over there, he's doing good for himself. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of opened. That's why I told you about the Airbnb stuff, because that's what he's doing over there, full time.
So he buys he buys the houses differently, or he
No, he rents.
other people's.
He rents. So he rents the units, and then he does Airbnb with them. You see? So yeah, you can renting over there is very cheap. So for like when tourists are coming, that's how he makes his killing. Cause myself, let's say us as tourists, you're not gonna go over there and find out what the living cost is. So if you're renting a bedroom for like 300 or 500 for 7 days or whatnot, or 2 weeks, you don't really know if you're losing. So that's where he makes his killing. So yeah, well he's Haitian, but the wife is Malaysian. But of Chinese descent. She's fully Chinese. Mom and dad are Chinese and whatnot. So very good outcome for that business, because like he rents his apartment for like $650 US dollars, and he'll make that just by renting one room through Airbnb. And that's not like for a month. It's like, he can rent it for a week or 3 days, and that's his rent. He pays his rent by $650 a month. Super cheap. I'm telling you, these people are living much better than us in the US, and that's why that guy, he chose to stay over there instead of coming back to the US. Nah, he was just visiting. And then he booked. So the wife was the one doing the Airbnb business. So that's how he met her at her house, and then he ended up staying.
What?
And then now they're doing the same business. Airbnb even sponsored the wedding too. It was a beautiful wedding, and apparently they are the only one, or maybe a very small niche of people doing Airbnb over there. So
That's why they are fruits on the wedding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great.
Because they don't have Uber. They very much kind of like trying to stay away from the US, like over there, because how they eat, natural stuff. They are very pro-Palestine. So it kind of shows, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm looking at stuff like this, it's like, oh, maybe they very anti, the Western world. And they do have gay people, and they have a lot of Muslims. And I kind of had a chance to to kind of like see how like the makeup of the country is, like the people. It's mostly Muslims, Indians, Chinese, and you know, they work hard just like us, but it's very laid back. You know, very laid back. The weather is very nice. You know, so yeah, it was a cool trip. It was a very cool trip. Oh yeah. I'm like I told him, like once I arrive in Cuba, I'm gonna see how I can get involved. Yeah, it's very interesting. You know how like here you have a house, you can't pay your mortgage, and then the bank comes and take your house, like take your home. Like over there, it's not like that. He was showing me in like the apartment where he lives at. There are like a few units because they sell units to folks, and if you can't pay your unit, they close it. But it's not like they calling for somebody else to come buy it. They just wait on you. So like he's showing me that there are units that have been closed for like 2 years. They just waiting on people. So once they get their money right, they come back and get their home back. So it's totally like very not anti, but it's very different from how we live here. You know, so that part really is very attractive to me. Yeah, it's super. Yeah, it's worth, and you're not too far from Vietnam, Singapore, Thailand, and Taiwan, like all these countries, you know, all these other Asian countries. You're not too far from these countries, like to travel to or from. Yeah, that's another benefit. So you if you're over there, you on a trip, like $1,000 ticket or $2,000 ticket. I mean, the
once you get there, everything else is free.
It's very close, yeah. China, India, yeah. I saw a lot of Americans too. They were either like writing books or experimenting, you know, or learning. Yeah. I saw a lot of people, like black people too, like Africans. You know. What is it?
In the Asian countries.
Yeah. True. What was it? Yeah, and Australia, apparently for them, Australia is like the US to them.
Yeah.
Like comparing, you know, from a Haitian point of view, how we come to the US, this and that, they go to Australia. Yeah, it's cool. It was a good experience. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, it's very developed. Like it's and it has some similarities to Haiti because they sell like fruits, like you know, real fruits. They have food, like street food. It's like a whole strip of food, like from both sides, and like good juice, everything natural, sugar cane, like into like a liquid form, like they just use just torder les bouillon de l'eau jus canne, you know what I'm saying? It reminds me of like Haiti. They have little boutiques just like Haiti. You know, but one thing I kind of like dislike, maybe for where I was, because I was in Kuala Lumpur, which is like the capital for them, and I didn't see much pedestrians because, you know, the streets, how they are built, it's not much like sidewalks for pedestrians. But Other than that, for what I saw, I really loved it. I really loved it. You know. Yeah, it's very low in crime too. That was another thing that was attractive to me. Very low in crime. Very low in crime. Yeah, if you want to, just let me know, because I can have my friend hook you up with like a place to stay.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very kind people too. She's Chinese. She likes to cook. She likes to eat. Yo, their way of living is so like, I feel very bad for us. They don't even use microwaves over there because they say, oh, it's unhealthy. So they have like a steamer, kind of, like a, I don't know, whatever they call it. It's kind of, that's their version of a microwave. That way they don't get sick. And yeah, they have free healthcare. It's crazy. Yeah, it's so insane. Insanely, like, you know, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. That little Malaysia. It's crazy. That's why that guy just killed that man, the CEO. A lot of people are saying he's crazy, but I don't think he is. He's just being a leader, I guess. I mean, it's not good.
People are trying to.
Exactly.
People are trying to kind of give people, oh, I'm not supposed to.
Of course not. Yeah.
It's not to make people feel bad. I'm like, indirectly.
Exactly. And at times, that's what you gotta do. You know, I'm not condemning this, but at times, if I'm trying to get your attention, you're not hearing me. I have to find a way to get your attention. I have to find a way. Where you say, I'm not, you know, I need your attention. And I think for us in the US, we kind of like distracted. And that's why a lot of people are not speaking up or acting like they made, you know, it's to the streets. People are too distracted from their bills and oppressed. And you know, I call it oppression, but somebody might call it something else. You know, we too. Exactly. I don't know. I mean, they saying that he's from a rich family, all that stuff, just to show that he's really crazy. But hey, sometimes the rich stand up for the poor. You know, it could be a friend. Who knows? It might be, you know, his girlfriend going through stuff, or family, friends, or whatnot. You know, some people, some rich people, they, you know, just like the prince from England. How he kind of like, you know, sway away from his lifestyle because he feels like, damn, we got it too good for other people not to have it, you know what I'm saying? So he feels like it's a shame. So he, you know, there are some good people out there. And who am I to say that, you know, the CEO, of course, he kept denying people of healthcare or his business, and then he got a lot of people killed or died. But him, you know, it's kind of like they're all in the same basket. But it's, you know, it's everybody's opinion against that man. But we'll see.
You know, the healthcare denial rate is 32%.
32%.
They deny 32% of the claims. The national average is 16%.
That's crazy. That's insane. I swear. It's like I see United States just like Haiti, but on a bigger scale. with cologne on. It's like Haiti stinks, but the US also stinks, but they cover it up with deodorant. It's the same thing. People here, or politicians, people in business, those big organizations, they really just see themselves. They don't care about the poor. They really don't care. You know? The more you know. Some people, that's another thing in the US, people don't know. Or they don't care to know. Or they probably don't even have time to read to find out. Because they're too busy. And I think another thing with the US, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, it's too much entertainment. It's too much entertainment, which kind of like keep people busy from the real stuff that's going on. You know, they busy laughing. They're busy watching sports. They're busy watching the Kardashian. So now they kind of like, you know, they out of it. They don't see the real stuff that's going on. So, but I'm sure, you know, like Bernie Sanders started some eye-opening stuff. There will be a time when people will kind of like revolt and start getting what's theirs. Because there's no way for us to be working so hard, or even let's say like doing good, you know, like a child. And I know like we're gonna get back into the real conversation, and that was always me. Like even in school, like things like this always concerned me, where I would be like, I'm a very proud American, but I'm like, proud for what? Like where's the pride? You know, because I should be getting something in reward of like me being a good citizen, going to school, getting an education, you know what I'm saying, and in order to help my community or country or whatnot. And then where's the reward? The reward is like depression because I can barely live. I can barely survive in a society. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's insane. It's insane too. Like even in Malaysia, like I don't see people begging for food in the streets. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like depressed. I mean, people do. They're all crazy people that are really mentally ill. But here, this country really drives you crazy. Like where you feel like, oh my God, like what the hell? You know? But that's another conversation. That's another conversation. Yeah. But yeah, I shared my channel with you, and to show you what I was doing, and I'll definitely kind of focus on that when I go to Cuba also. So that's like the information part. And like coming back from my trip, I took the train, and I kind of felt like, oh, maybe we can do a video like this just to show people that they can take the train from like this, from the airport, you know, get off the shuttle, get off this line, and we can even drive for them and whatnot. But that kind of shows me how helpful we can be on that topic of like showing our people like how not easy but how manageable things can be.
Yeah.
And I know like for like jobs, for like applying for jobs like Walmart or whatnot, people don't know where to go. You know, they could get on the website because I'm using the same technique with my cousin, and she's getting better at things. Just showing her, hey, you know, if you go there, you can apply for this and that. Showing them how to create an email, you know. It's a lot of showing because you know, our people really need the assistance when it comes to like showing. So, but yeah, it's kind of like that. I don't know if you have any other things that you're thinking about, but I think showing them they need a lot of visual learning.
Even I'll never find any this. Parce que téléphone, la machine encore, she was like, she's gonna quit now there. I'm like, did you have a account? Yes, I'm going, why do you need to win another one? Or because the phone is working. I'm never going to shop because I'm going to quit the account.
Yeah, that's the understanding. They don't understand that. Like you don't need to.
I can tell that I called to another phone. I'm like, no, you need
Yeah, she probably thinks it works like a phone that's disconnected. The email is still alive.
How to, you know, like when you have in your Gmail account, you can ajouter pour le truc as a backup.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Phone number in.
Right.
Backup, you know, because we also go to the phone number like crazy. You can still do your number.
Exactly.
Little things we can teach them.
Yeah, and also how to use the internet or even ChatGPT. It's a lot of things. If you can read and follow direction, it's super duper easy. You know, I feel like, yeah, it's a lot of like self confidence. You know, building that needs to be kind of like stressed on, because a lot of our people, they do lack confidence, and I get it. It's a country or what they were deprived of, like dans le pays, you pas un laptop, you pas un ceci, you pas cela, dans le pays qui parle étrange, et there's like a lot of shame, like, oh, I'm ashamed, you know. So I sense that a lot, and that's why I tell people, like, at times I tell them I don't know anything, or they ask me a question. So just making them comfortable, feeling that you don't have to know everything, or at your age you could still be a baby, like at a baby level and learning,
Find out.
Yeah, exactly. Like just people that I don't know, like if you know exactly what I'm saying, like a lot of Haitians, like migrants, they come in here, they feel like if they say they don't know something, they look very small. And that's not the case. It's a lot of people that don't know stuff, Like I don't know how to freaking drive a plane or whatnot. But I can. If I go to school for it, I can. So Exactly. And I met these people, like how like your bank account, you have an account number, you have a routing number, and then you have the card with the number on it. And this guy, he was setting up his payment on this job that he just got, but he couldn't do it. So he came to me, which is okay. He come to get some help from me, but he was still showing me that he's not stuck, or he doesn't. It's not like, and I'm still like why did you come to me if you knew how to do it? It's okay not to know. So instead of like the account number, he wrote the card number. So I'm teaching him. I'm like, okay, the card number is totally different from your account number. And he was still fighting me. So I had to go in my personal stuff to show him this is what it is. And I did all that because I didn't want to get in trouble. Like if he didn't get paid and then he said, oh yeah, he helped me, then I didn't help him like the right way. But it's a lot of like either people are genuinely they feel like they don't know or they are afraid or they feel like I should know. Like you shouldn't know something that you don't know. I mean, you don't know it. You can now find out, but they feel ashamed and you know. But that's something I need. I think we need to we can work on is the confidence. Just giving them words and personal experiences of how we didn't know and how they can just having other people too also building their own confidence. You know, it's never too late kind of stuff. Yeah. They just
now, like, to do videos in the trend. So I don't know. Maybe we could do videos like well, we don't have to go.
Yeah. I mean, we can kind of like do what's this thing called? We could do a brainstorm of like topics, and then we write them down and start developing those topics, like one by one or different episodes of the same one.
Alright, so what do you I'm gonna build the next weekend Babylon too. And it's not schedule January because January is next week too. After January 1st because we can do Babylon.
Okay.
Not only but I might stay a little longer.
Okay.
So we can.
Yeah, we create. You can create a Google Docs off the email that we have in common, and then I can go in there, just brainstorm and highlight some ideas to at least get something so we can start working on. Alright. Sounds good?
To me.
Awesome. That's good.
So I don't know water.
No, I got a couple jobs like I did some interviews for and I'm kind of I'm feeling good about it, but I wish I could start working sooner and just get in the get the wheel going again. But in the meantime, I'm just working at like doing some home stuff, like building stuff and repairing and just enjoying the time off also because it's needed. I know for us like we get tired doing that case management work and stuff, dealing with these people. Yeah. Where are you going though? Like, are you going out of state or out of the country? Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, nice. That's nice. Okay, that's what's up.
But they doing a reunion. So.
Oh, nice. That's good. Caribbean's a good band. I don't really listen to them like that or know one album. But that's good. That's good stuff. Enjoy yourself and what is it? Happy holidays and stay safe too, you know? All right.
We'll talk.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, bye-bye. Annie.
Right now the position is very, very equal. As we say, so Magnus has won the sort of opening battle with the black pieces, but now a new challenge. How do you actually create with the black pieces? One plan can be to get your knight from d6 to c4. But first, Magnus goes to d6 and he frees the knight here. And maybe he's aiming at h5, h4 in the end. And look at the time on the clock. Magnus has close to 15-minute lead there.
When you put your heart and soul into creating something, you want it to make an impact, to endure, to express something. What does it take to get there? I'm Questlove, and this is Quest for Craft, my collaboration with the makers of Balvenie Single Malt Scotch Whiskey. A deep dive into the obsessive, never-ending, whatever-it-takes journey to create something extraordinary. Is control an illusion or a necessity? When you're crafting something, do you need to manage every aspect of the process? Or
Yo,
too much control
this shit looking nice.
fabric?
Yeah, buddy. Shit.
Electric Studio.
Don't mess with me.
Filmmaker.
Where my phone at?
Balvenie 30. We're here to explore the dynamic between craft and uncertainty. Most people know you from SNL. What was your creative entry before that platform?
I grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is a real hotbed of creative. Yeah, I mean, it was like either like
applying pressure.
Or
When they see me, they know what time it is.
So I was like wanting to make movies, and I moved to LA, and I did a thing I think a lot of people do is you go there and you gotta like make a living. So I was a production assistant for a long time and an assistant editor.
Applying pressure. When they see
Creative.
me, do you know what time it
I
is?
was like 25, and before that, I was very much a wannabe. I was like at a
This
smoking cigarettes.
should have
with
been
friends,
longer,
like,
but it is what it is. Maybe eventually I'm gonna attach it. But y'all see what's going on here? It's a whole bunch of shit, man.
Movie argument.
Level.
Do you remember the very first thing that you
It
did?
should be
Was
right
it
in the middle.
I made this short
Level.
film with my sister that was very inspired
Check
by
your
the movie
work,
called The
baby.
Evil Dead.
It's big
And
sound.
so I was just chasing them with a camera, going wow, 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 like that.
You're doing the sound
I was
effects.
doing the sound because I couldn't lay it over. So I was going wow, 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 wow. And then as I'm doing it, you can tell I'm like running out of breath. So it's like, you know, and it was them running and having like fake, I'm making my own fake blood and putting it on them. And then I showed it to my parents and they were like, this is really good, you know? I remember my dad going, this is actually
You better not get 8, boy.
you know? I was like, oh.
Niggas every
I
did it.
was like,
Boy.
I didn't have to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm funny big, boy.
And then I had a teacher in my high school. I made a short film there, and he was like, "God, you know what it was? It was the first time someone like, you're really good at this."
Applying pressure
That
when
was a
they
big
see
deal.
me.
I don't
You
know.
know what time
Everybody,
it is.
you feel that way with that moment when
That is it.
you're young and you're trying to do something.
You really get it.
Fuck chemistry. Fuck algebra. Fuck. I'm gonna be a filmmaker. Yeah.
I had a school principal who said, you know, man, I don't care what those other kids say about you. You're all right, man. I was like, yo, dog, 12 years old, you know what I'm saying?
What about me?
Diamonds on my. You know what time it is. Applying pressure when they see me. You know what time it is.
Uncertainty versus preparation. I once heard a musical icon describe another musical icon man, like, I like his work, but I never met a cat that practices his spontaneity.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's like you prepare to the point where you could be spontaneous and uncertain. You know, it's like you kind of, like, when I was at Saturday Night Live, I would obsess with my lines, read my lines. A lot of times I was doing impressions or voice, so it wasn't just learning your lines, it was like getting the inflections right.
Apply pressure when they sing, you know what time it is.
Once it was live, that energy would hit, and then you just start trying stuff, you know, and then some, like, spontaneous and fun stuff, and then sometimes spontaneous stuff that sucked, but you, like, didn't care. You were just like, I'm running with it. But I kind of like it, you know, it's like filmmakers, you know, I love the Coen brothers, and they talk about, they storyboard the whole movie, you know, with the shots, and they write it where you don't change the line, but then within that structure, there's a lot of places to go. And when I would try that on Barry, where we would, you know, do a scene and, you know, write it, and we would, our version was photo boarding, and then something would happen, and you would go, you gotta ride that wave and do that.
You would not get 8, boy.
There was something really wonderful. Whereas opposed to sometimes it was Apatow movies, and like we had no idea what movie we were in.
The fuck?
I remember one time I was in a movie we had one of those Apatow movies. I think it was Trainwreck, and he goes, "Talk about your brothers and sisters. You know, talk about your brothers and sisters at your dad's funeral." And the boom guy went, "He's an only child." It
would seem that if anything is certain, it would be the steel blade of a knife. But that's not necessarily the case. To learn more, we talked to Bob Crennick, one of only 122 people in the world to qualify as a master bladesmith. Bob is a longtime friend of the Balvenie, first featured in the Balvenie Raw Craft Series. He talked to us about the deep mysteries he navigates to craft his highly sought-after knives.
I didn't start making knives till I was about 35 years old, and the material was always teaching me what it could do and what it couldn't do. Stepping into the shop, comfortable and confident in here. This is kind of my yoga. This is my meditation, and simultaneously understanding that I still have more to learn. And so it's a place of exploration. There's a potential that I don't know yet. And sometimes it's just being in here. Sometimes the process offers up something that I couldn't have done knowingly. But there's always some level of unpredictability that eventually you go, oh yeah, this is my shadow companion. It's part of the process. Uncertainty is always there. It's almost like a sprite, you know, a little being, or sometimes it's a demon.
Applying pressure when they see, you know what time it is. Sometimes you just gotta keep trying.
As soon as I found myself in that realm of, oh, I got this, I can put all of this together, something goes sideways. This looks like a knife making shop, but the knife making part is just kind of the vehicle.
It's not up for the big boy.
A whole bunch of different things. Some of it is metallurgical.
Applying pressure when they see me.
Some of it
What
is
time it is.
showing up and paying attention to detail. And uncertainty is
Hopped black truck.
Whatever you're crafting, just accept it. You're resisting. Oh no, that's not how I wanted it to turn out. And you're constantly struggling against the struggle. Oh, and struggle against the struggle. The struggle's there. There's a phrase that I like quite a bit. Proceed as the way opens. And I think it's having curiosity and willingness to pour yourself into the thing that's in front of you will serve you well.
You've been open to talk before about your bouts with anxiety, and yet you joined Saturday Night Live, which is a hotbed of uncertainty.
Yeah.
So how do those two things work together?
They don't. It was a nightmare, but it was very nerve-wracking. I was just talking backstage on my first time on the show.
Applying pressure when they see me, you know what time it is.
Building a house. It was always building a house. And I just remember it was like, I could still tell you, it was Steve Carell, it was Ray Romano, he spoke,
Right.
and then Amy Poehler is Sharon Stone, and then it was me,
Right.
you know, and you're just like, that
And
countdown,
you see me now,
I'm
so
like, I'm about to turn
where's your
around,
lover?
the whole nation is looking at me, and that was so
Right
nerve-wracking.
on.
I mean, I could barely breathe.
Right on, baby.
Any
Right on.
characters that
Proceed.
allowed some sort of space for
We got
just go out there and see what happens.
Yes, indeed.
Stefan character, because it was on Weekend Update, you
Right.
know, and you're like looking right at the camera, but because the camera doesn't have to cut to other people, it's just on you. And they go out to a wide shot, but they go into you. It allowed you to kind of, and I kind of discovered this. It allowed you to mess around. I used to play James Carville, and I would just do weird things on air that I hadn't done
Okay.
before. Like
A
my
little
hands
tilt.
and everything, but it was all
Ooh-wee.
kind of the energy of being anxious.
A
It was
little
like
library.
taking that anxious energy and then like channeling it out
Is
into
looking
some, you know, and using it,
good.
you know.
So, to your character, Barry's literally, he's a character that's learning to do craft. So, in what ways did that character actually mirror your life?
I mean, that you know, Alec Berg, the co-creator of the show, we sat down talking about it, and we had the idea, like, Hitman becomes like an acting class. And it's like, is there anything from your life and that mirrors this, or an emotion? I mean, that's the big thing you're always looking for, is like, what's the emotion that's going to take us through this?
Right.
And what's the relatable thing? And the best way of getting that is by going through your own experience. And I was like, well, you know, I was at Saturday Night Live. I had not been doing improv that long, and I wanted
It's
to
not
really
a for
like
the
me
bait, boy.
so much. And I felt like I didn't
Diamonds
have
on
what
my-
it takes. So that
Sheesh.
emotion of
Look at this.
of wanting acceptance and being really in awe of everybody and
Everything
and wanting so bad
handmade.
to be in that community.
Everything handmade. Handmade.
Okay, now because I see you as such
Oh, looks lovely.
a piece of that show. I'm borderline thinking that you're the gang leader.
Oh,
Borderline.
no, not at all. No, that's funny.
Borderline.
I'd be a game show host, I'd be behind the screen going like, oh my god. And the thing I would keep saying is I would be going, why did I agree to this? Why did I agree to this? I was so nervous about to go out there, you know. And then once it starts going, it's fine. But no, that's like me. I remember, I think it was my third season that we worked with and that was his way being like,
I know I did.
fuck out.
I'm gonna do my dance.
What's gonna happen?
Celebratory.
And so then I pace a lot, so it's like me pacing in circles. One point they moved our offices and I was pacing and I looked up and I didn't know where I was. I paced into another part of the building and I was lost. I was thinking about this. There's uncertainty and then there's like real groundlessness. And there's like, I feel like there's a form of it where it's like my feet are still on the ground but I'm uncertain, which to me is kind of like confidence. Like, we're gonna get this. It's just eluding us right now. You know what I mean? There's something nice about SNL where, you know, Lauren would say, we don't go on because we're ready, we go on because it's 11:30. You know? So whether it's ready or not, we're going on. And I think that this confidence of like,
It's so funny, bro.
we're gonna figure this out even though it's not there. And then the one I have a lot of confidence in that I love doing is directing, just because it's just I don't know, man. It's like some people find it like a really hard thing. I love it. I love every aspect of it.
For centuries, people have aged Scotch whiskey to cultivate flavor and aroma. We know the whiskey absorbs qualities from the barrels, but no one knows exactly how they interact with the spirit. There's no perfect way to mature Scotch because the whole process is thoroughly unpredictable. Each of these barrels holds a mystery. Temperature swings, humidity, sunlight versus clouds, whether it's situated in a back corner or near the door. All these factors affect the flavors a whiskey absorbs from the oak cask. Think about how difficult it is to
jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell.
There's all kinds of factors that multiply over the hours it spends in the oven. Now, imagine a turkey that takes 30 years to roast. That's what it's like to make whiskey. Only there's no oven window, no meat thermometer. Every minute, every day, every year. What happens in those oak barrels becomes more complicated and less foreseeable. But, like Bill Hayden, malt master Kelsey McCann has learned to lean into uncertainty. Kelsey takes some of her oldest barrels and uses her flavor and creates pairs, letting them mingle in what she calls marrying tongues for 2 to 3 months, with no guarantee of what will or will not happen. This willingness to lean into the unknown pays off. Kelsey and her team of craftspeople unlock worlds of taste by working with what she cannot control.
Chill. Call me Chill Bill. You see, first book I'm putting over there is
every time
coding.
Every time I moved to LA, I was like
all-in-one for dummies.
And then it was like,
let me see. Oh, this feels so good.
You know, and I was like, I'm gonna do all those other
Feels
stuff.
so good, man. Wait.
Like my friend who was a PA.
Wait. That's one of. Yo, I cannot wait to show y'all all my.
Having fun.
Oh shit. Okay, you know shit happens. Shit happens.
And then she was like, I'm into Laura Michaels.
Coding, baby.
Now, did I move to LA and I want to be on Saturday Night Live? It never even occurred to me.
Of course.
I want to make movies, right?
Can't forget the babies. You know what I'm saying? The baby book. I've been reading a few things.
Okay. HBO.
Let me cut.
A movie I was in called Skeleton Twins, and the director's right over there. That was something I didn't even think about doing. It was like, you want to be in a drama? I was like, yeah, I'll do that. So it was being open to all that stuff. But I mean, the funny thing is, like, I talk about all this, but I still haven't yet to make a feature film, which is like what I've set out to do the entire time. All this other stuff keeps happening, but
again,
I'm still learning. I'm
the
still
baby
able
book.
To practice my craft and do all
I've been
things.
reading
So
a
it's
few
like,
things, a few pages actually.
I've learned just to like be with the flow.
At a certain age, you cannot put a baby to sleep on their stomach. They can die. It's in the books.
So we got commonality because
putting my shit together, you know what I'm saying? And we can't forget Vermeer. I got this book from North Adams at a bookstore, actually Williamstown. Sorry, I got it in Williamstown, North Adams. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thanks, man. Give it up for Bill Hayden.
The artist. Alright. If you're an artist, you know. But it's more books coming, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for y'all to see what this turns into. And I leave that with the natural, you know, natural wood or plywood, whatever. You know, just so it could add to me. I'm a natural man.
Seems to me when you craft something with uncertainty in mind.
The baby book. I've been reading a few things, a few pages actually. At a certain age,
Y'all know who it is. It's your favorite and I'm riding around here in Vegas with my guy Keith Lee, and he's the internet's most popular and famous food critic. He was named one of Forbes 30 Under 30 class member for 2024, a viral food and local restaurant reviewer, charitable influencer, and advocate for small businesses. One of the top digital content.
Yo, I cannot wait. I can't wait.
King of TikTok food community. He has over 19 million followers between TikTok and Instagram. A former mixed martial arts fighter, beloved father, husband, and he's the people champ. Keith Lee.
God is amazing, man.
I appreciate it, bro.
All my life, grinding all my life, sacrifice, hustle, pay the price, want a slice,
Now let's cut this shit.